I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what episode this is anymore. Like, I've lost count. I now just click on the show. Is this episode 16? Last episode was 15, so this one should be 16. But, quick thingy. Y'all have been talking about my Idris thing, right? My Idris, whatever. Oh, I need to put my glasses on. I look like a wreck. Ooh, my Idris sweater, right? On the back, right? Are you ready for this shit? It says the Lightwood 17,001. I'm a clever cookie. 17,001. That's, yeah. If you don't get that, watch Shadowhunters. But let's get this recap started, my dudes. So how did it start? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I don't remember anything that happened in this episode for reasons. Probably because. Alright, episode 16. We start with Magnus. Magnus is in his apartment. Just chilling. We start with Magnus. Magnus snooping around his loft because, you know, he's the High Warlock of Brooklyn and he has nothing better to do than to snoop around his own loft. Because that makes a lot of sense. The High Warlock of Brooklyn. Why do you think he's the High Warlock of Brooklyn? He had to do other things to become High Warlock of Brooklyn. But he's snooping around, right? Snooping around his own loft. And he goes to this little corner of his loft that he's never ventured to before because I'm pretty sure his loft is huge. He pops open, it's like a secret compartment. He like flips it's a bookshelf. He reads a lot, but he hasn't read this specific book. So when he pulls out the bookshelf pops open and it's a whole nother fucking room behind the bookshelf. I see a squirrel. Holy shit. So he enters through the bookshelf. He's a warlock. He can take care of himself. Duh. He takes care of everybody else. He can take care of himself, obviously. So now he's in this whole other room in his own loft, and he hasn't known about this. How old is he? 300? 500? I don't know. In his whole 100 years of life, he's never entered this room in his loft. Well, he hasn't lived in his loft for the longest time. I don't know. Martin Luther King might have had this loft before. God knows. So he's snooping through this new room. He's like, ah, shit, this is pretty fucking lit. Now I know how to hide from the Shadowhunters when they get here. Pop open the bookshelf, hide behind the bookshelf. Nobody will know that you're there. That's it. You're home free, Magnus. You found a new room that you can hide from the Shadowhunters when they use you for your magic. And you found another room where you and Alec can be alone. Everybody wins. Everybody wins this episode. While he's snooping through this new room, right? He finds this game. And he's like, a new board game. I love board games. And I'm pretty sure Magnus is the one that likes board games, because he's that kind of guy. Like, he probably hates video games. He probably hates Grand Theft Auto and, like, Crash Bandicoot, but, like, Mario, that's the only game he'd play. Mario Maker, Super Mario Bros. Hell yeah. Smash Bros, he'll defeat you in Smash Bros, bitch. Nobody can win against Magnus, except Luke. That's a real rivalry there. They one of them can win against the other. I don't know where this is going. Anyways, he finds this game. And I'm not gonna say the name of the game because, you know, imagination has its limits. So Magnus is looking at this game. He's like, yeah, this shit looks lit. Let me have a quick party while these Shadowhunters are off getting themselves killed. I'll have a party in my loft, and we can play this game, and it'll be lit. Don't even worry about it. Who does Magnus call up? Who does he call up? You guess. You're probably wrong. He calls up Luke. He's like, Luke, listen, hey. Wait, I have to act this out. Hey, Luke, listen, hey. Because we all know Magnus Spain has an iPhone 7, but it's not black. It's probably rose gold. This has been confirmed by nobody important, just me. I've confirmed it.
Damn fucking right.
Anyways, calls up Luke. He's like, Luke, listen, hey, buddy, old pal, my buddy of mine, my ride or die. Just come over. We'll play a little board game. And we'll have the time of our lives. Because, you know, playing a board game. What bag could come of a board game? What bag could come of a board game? And Magnus is like, it's just a game. It's just a game. What harm could come in playing it? And little does he know, a lot. A lot of harm can come in playing it. A lot. But Magnus is like, listen, I'm the High Warlock of Brooklyn. If I can't handle a fucking board game, then I shouldn't have the word high in front of Warlock of Brooklyn. Luke comes over. There's nachos, there's M&Ms, there's Skittles, because Magnus is smart and he doesn't mix the M&Ms and the Skittles because he's not a demon. Well, kind of, but he's a nice demon. Like Satan. Satan's a nice demon. I've met him. He's a nice guy. He cheats at poker though, so ever since Luke got there, right? Magnus is like, I found this board game. I thought you'd come over because, you know, we both weren't invited to episode 16, so I thought we could have more fun than they are. And let's play this game. Let's play this game and show them that we're having fun without them, which really isn't hard. We could literally just sleep, and that would be more fun than whatever the Shadowhunters are doing. So they sit down. They sit down in the living room, and when they open the board game, guess who fucking pops up? Katarina Loss and Ragnar fell. This episode is so good. Why do you think Katarina and Ragnar haven't been in these episodes? You thought Ragnar was dead? No, incorrect. He's very much alive. Very much alive. Him and Katarina have been trapped in this board game. They've been trapped. God knows what they've been going through, but they've been trapped in this board game, and that's why we haven't seen them. So next episode, I expect to see them. So Magnus is all like, yo, what? Excuse me? You were in there the whole time, and you were in there while I needed your advice? The disrespect? Ragnar being Ragnar, he's like, shut up. Then Katarina's like, both of you shut up. And they both shut up, because it's Katarina. Why would you not listen to Katarina? She's Katarina. So now all four of them are playing the board game because they have to, or else they'll all be trapped in the board game. Because that's how the board game works. 2 people came out, but 4 people gotta go in now. So if they don't play it, they're all just locked in there. Now if they play it and they win, they all get to live their lives. And now if they play it and they lose, which I don't know how all of them would lose, but hey, just focus. We're talking about episode 16. Have you not watched episode 16? Maybe we were watching the same show. Maybe you're confused. But wait to the end, I promise. Anyways, right, they start playing the game, and they notice that everything that happens in the game, like 50 snakes are let loose into your apartment or some shit, happens in real life, right? So, now New York is just getting fucked up. Like, there's gorillas on the Empire State Building, giraffes, they're fucking raving out in the middle of Central Park. You got roaches. Roaches, they're always in New York. I don't know why everybody thinks that's a different thing, but roaches are everywhere in New York. At one point, there was a giant Michael Jackson impersonator walking around Times Square. Giant. I'm saying giant, like bigger than King Kong, like giant, like 150 feet. Yeah, it's giant. I don't know how big 150 feet is, but it's pretty big. Anyways, they're playing this fucking game and shit is going down. They're fucking shit up. Luke, obviously, is winning. Magnus is in second place. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking die out here. I was just attacked by a fucking wasp. I could have died just now. This is what I get for recording. We're inside now because I wasn't gonna die because of a fucking wasp. I remember where I was. Oh, they're playing the game. They're playing the game. Luke, Magnus, Katarina, Ragnar playing this game, and shit's going down in New York. People aren't dying. People are getting fucked up by like gorillas and shit. Harambe, like 2.0, 3.0, 2.5, 3.5.3, 0.6, 3.145 something pi. So now they got to do what they've been doing this whole time: save New York City. They have to save New York City. Now, it's Luke, Magnus, Katarina, and Ragnar versus all these mystical and creatures in New York City. Now imagine not wanting to watch that. That's some shit I'd want to watch. Luke, Magnus, Ragnar, and Katarina as a team, 100%, 5 out of 5, would watch again. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, would watch again. What an iconic foursome. At one point, Katarina might have said, like, yo, you guys are idiots. Why would you open up this game? And Magnus would have been like, yo, listen, you're gonna tell me you wouldn't see, like, Connect 4 and not open it? Connect 4 has a cool little logo at the front of it. This game has a little logo at the front of it. Of course I'm gonna open it. I wanna know what I'm missing out on. I miss out on a lot of things. Mostly because I'm trying to save these damn Shadowhunters. I missed out on a rave last night. A rave. I didn't get to go because some Shadowhunters needed my help. You know how much that hurt me? I could have went to a rave, but instead, I was helping Shadowhunters. And when they're saving New York, they're still playing this game. They're playing this game on the run. They're literally running, sometimes sideways, running like sideways, and they're playing this game. But at the end, they win. Of course they win. Of course they win the game. They're Luke, Magnus, Katarina, and Ross. Ross? Katarina and Ross. Katarina and Ragnar. They win the game because they're all smart cookies and they know how to bend the rules and shit, and they save New York City like they always do, and they go on, and the Shadowhunters don't even notice it because it doesn't matter if it's in New York City. If it's not in the Institute, it's not their problem. So they win this game, and this episode was amazing, and it was groundbreaking. One of my favorite episodes, to be honest. 12 out of 10 would watch it again. Probably am gonna watch it again. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. If I were you, I'd go watch the episode again. Now, that episode didn't really happen. That was actually the whole fucking plot to Jumanji. Anyways, if you caught on and you found out that it was the plot to Jumanji, kudos to you. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the fucking episode. I still haven't watched it. But I felt like recording, and I was like, you know what? Let me just record this, because this is a funny prank, Kimberly. This is funny. You're funny. Oh. The episode was probably just something to do with Clace and Sebastian and Alec and his title and Robert. And, a lot of shit has happened in this video. I almost died via wasp. That's not how I want to die. The only way I want to die is on one of those slingshot rides. I'd never go on one of those slingshot rides, so I'd never die. That's a good way to think. Anyways, I'll be back next week with a real recap. Don't hold me to it. Probably not. I'm not a real person. I'm fake. I have no feelings. I don't feel anything anymore. After the tests and the lab. I'm an alien. Hello? But please give me a full episode of Girl Brain. Give me a full episode of Luke and Magnus getting into just mischief. Give me a whole episode of them just going to a club, having a nice night, having a stress-free night to themselves. Just being friends, getting drinks, getting lit, maybe getting high. God knows Luke will probably get high. Luke will get high if he needs to get high. And Magnus will get high when he needs to get high. Ain't nothing gonna stop them. Fuck I look like. Give me Garrelbane. Please.
And that's what you missed on
that shadow hunting show. How disrespectful. I hate my job. Is this a joke? I don't know what that means.